As we descend the river slope, we will walk through 5 different ecosystems today. I'm curious what we will find in each of them. This is the first one, the dry Eucalyptus forest. A forest dominated by eucalyptus trees. At ground level, we find this Lomandra plant in flower. It's also known as the spiky-headed medrush, and you can see the spikes here protecting the flowers. In the description you can find a link to my blog if you'd like to learn more about this interesting plant. Look through the trees here. Can you see that? It's a Kookaburra. It's got its eye on something. And down it goes to catch its prey. A leaf-curling spider. These creatures build a retreat out of dry leaves on the upper side of their fan-shaped web. A Sacred Kingfisher. They are very active at the moment because they have just returned from more northern areas to breed here. Sacred kingfishers like to build their nest in arboreal termite nests, such as this one here. Those holes have been made by the kingfishers. Check out my blog this week to learn more about them. Link in the description. As we walk on, we can notice a change in vegetation. We have arrived in the second ecosystem, the wet eucalyptus forest. A definite sign that we are on wetter grounds is this patch of Bracken Fern. The common brown ringlet is a small butterfly with a wingspan of only 3.5 centimeters. This is the lily palm, another plant that likes a wet environment. It can also be found in rainforests. It is native to southeast Queensland, ranging from Bundaberg down to Lismore in northern New South Wales. Another rainforest plant that apparently also doesn't mind to branch out into wet eucalypt forest is the native ginger, which can be found in Eastern Australia. This quick little bird is the white-browed Scrubwren. There's a lot of bird activity here. Have a look at these fairy-wrens. This blue one is a male in full breeding plumage. This one here is a youngster. Oh look, it's still being fed. The tail's a bit blue, so it has to be a juvenile male. Oh, and look here. Rummaging through the leaf litter is an Eastern Whipbird. These are very difficult to spot and more often heard than seen, so we're in luck today. Check out episode 9 to hear its call. And then, suddenly, they've all disappeared. Just a minute ago this patch was buzzing with all these birds, and I barely knew where to point my camera. And now, they're all gone like it never happened. On these nature walks, you have to keep your senses attuned or you might miss all the action. We're now moving into the third ecosystem, the Mangrove Forest. The plants we're looking at here are mangrove ferns. This boardwalk will help us keep our feet dry, because the tide is coming in. It's almost at its highest point now. There's movement in the water below. Do you see that fish? There are a lot of them actually. Moving into ecosystem number 4, we're entering the Saltmarsh Meadows. This place only gets inundated by the highest tides, but that still means that the vegetation needs to be able to tolerate higher salt levels. Marine couch, the grassy ground cover, and the swamp she-oak trees are able to do just that. Slightly more elevated lies the Riverine Rainforest, the 5th and final ecosystem of our walk. The soil is moist as we are so close to the riverbank, but it's just above the tidal zones. Rainforest plants such as the scrub teak can grow here. And finally, we arrive at the riverbank, where the water is clear and we can have a good look at one of those fish. More mangrove trees grow here, and looking out over the water is a lovely way to finish our walk. If you enjoyed this walk, subscribe to my channel for more and let me know in the comments what you enjoyed the most today. I'd love to hear from you and hope to see you again on the next walk.